We
Connected as one.
no, because it's
Yeah,
more.
yeah,
It,
yeah.
no, it's more than a
Na na
connection.
na 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 na. The Siamese twins was connected.
I wish that it was a boo on. I need that old God from Tall right now for you. That's what I need from you.
Yeah,
Um,
but you can't have
and
it.
that's okay. That's okay.
Hmm.
So we want.
And you can't hit me either, so I can really clown. That's right.
I can
You
end
can't
this,
reach out over. You can't reach over here.
but I can end this
Huh?
meeting if need be. I can click you off the
Oh,
screen.
that that's okay. But I'll be back again.
Right. And
Picking up. Uh huh.
can we bring you back to the podcast, honey? Can
Yes, love.
can you work with me?
I'm working with you, for you, and never against you.
Mm, mm.
Mm, mm.
And it's also important that you
Uh
guys
huh.
can share your feelings. You know,
Yes.
whatever you're feeling,
You gotta share your feelings.
because it's one thing to just talk to each other. Hello, how you doing? I love you. How's your day? But you want to make sure that you're communicating effectively from an emotional standpoint, being able to share your feelings, what's going on with you. What do you say?
Right. You want to make sure you have feelings. Nothing more but feelings.
No,
And
can you please get serious?
okay, babe, I'm just happy to talk to you. Dang it, I'm
But
happy to
right
see
now
you.
you're not talking to me. We're doing our podcast. You
Yeah,
know,
and we are doing our podcast. Okay, so it is important. It is imperative that you do share your day and your feelings and your emotions with your
oh,
spouse. And
that's what's important.
that's
Basically,
what you.
that's what's important. You have to
Yes, it
look at it.
is.
You have to look at it like a movie. Depending on whatever the tenure is, you just make it a movie, and you have to know in the end that the hero wins. He usually comes back.
And right, and we're the hero. Because we're one.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, we
Now,
win.
now we're going
Uh
to.
huh.
We are scheduled to be on another podcast for Valentine's Day.
Oh, really?
Yes. So,
Okay.
I'm still waiting to confirm that. So, we're going to be talking about that. So, honey, do you have any tips that you want to share as we come to a close with this episode regarding Valentine's Day?
Ooh, what kind of tips? Because when you start hitting me like that right there,
Boy,
it seems like you trying to. It ain't gonna be no long distance postal delivery service coming up the door or anything like that. But
honey,
no,
I,
the tip here is to love your spouse all the more than you did the day before.
right,
Love
because
love your honey all the more than the day you did before.
because with us, every day is Valentine's Day. So,
Every day is
and
Valentine's
it's
Day.
important to know one another and know what the expectations are, because
Right.
every relationship is different. So if you're in a marriage, in a relationship, and you know that person look forward to Valentine's Day, then make sure you do something extra on Valentine's Day. But for the Tates, he's always doing something extra. So Valentine's Day is really no big deal in our marriage. But in your marriage, in your relationship, you need to make sure you know your husband, you know your spouse, and then you treat them accordingly on Valentine's Day.
Exactly.
Because technically you have about 17 days. So don't be on the last minute picking up something off the side of
some old flower
off the side of the road.
Wrapped up in a piece of plastic,
right?
Something like that.
Right. Make it special. Make it
like give them a certificate at the spa or a certificate.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Hair and nails and toes done.
Right. Pamper them. Give them a pamper day. That's a good idea.
And for you ladies, we don't want no doggone tie or no handkerchief.
What about cologne?
yeah. Well, if they wear cologne, I mean, a nice bottle of cologne, and I ain't talking about no chaps or that like that. So.
Boy, you are.
So. Huh?
You are something else.
Excuse me, honey?
I said you're something else. That's why it's important that you observe, what are some of her favorite things? What are some of his favorite things?
Right.
I would be remiss if I didn't do this. Everybody know women like bling. And so my good friend, Nita over at Wow Women of Worth, you can visit her at womenofworthbling.com. It's $5 accessories. So husbands, you can take $20 and it can go a long way.
That's right, because women like jewelry.
Right, and it doesn't always have to be red. It can be purple. Purple is royalty.
It could be brown. It could be something cute.
Hey, look, I'm talking right now. You talk for the men. So it could be purple, and you can say, because purple represents royalty, and you're my queen. Be creative. Be creative. And if you're on a budget, that's the perfect place to shop for a budget.
Bling.
Women of Worth. Wow. $5 bling. Again, that website is womenofworthbling.com. Go see Nita Thomas. She'll make sure your Valentine is what you want it to be.
Hey, Nita. That's right.
All right, honey. What's your inspiration closing thoughts for today?
My inspiration closing thoughts for today is, and while the man is going to see Nita at Bling for...
Okay, I think we lost you, Mr. Tate. So, men, I'm so sorry, men. I'm sorry, men. We lost Mr. Tate, so...
No, he's
you back? You back? Oh, okay. Go ahead on, honey.
Yeah. The ladies should go to Macy's or the Capwells and get some cologne or some nice shirt, nice pants, nice something nice, a nice little set for the man.
Right.
But anyway, honey, Ernie calling me again, so I
okay.
gotta go.
All righty. Well, okay. Go ahead and go, and I'll wrap up the show. I love you, Mr. Tate. I love you. Mwah.
Love you too, babe.
Okay. See. Talk to you soon. Go ahead and hang up. I'm losing you. So, guys, thank you so much for listening this week to Rolling with the Tates. It's been a special episode, a special message regarding long-distance relationships and what happens when they show up in your marriage, when distance shows up in your marriage. And we gave you some tips for Valentine's Day. Men, I'm sorry Mr. Tate had to go, but we'll be back again one more time before Valentine's Day, I believe, and we will share tips for men then. Until then, thank you so much for listening. We appreciate you, and take care. And this is Rolling with the Tates as we roll through life. It's our truth, our journey, and thank you for being a part of it. See you next time. Take care.